Well, Rob Fowler is the chief meteorologist with the TV station WCBD in Charleston, South Carolina, and he joins us from there. Now, it looks like you are at work. I guess it's a very, very busy time for you. Tell us, this storm has been downgraded, but still really dangerous. Why?
Well, because it's a slow mover. We think it's going to make a landfall probably in North Carolina as we get into late tomorrow and into early Friday. And then what's going to happen is it's going to slow down. And when it slows down, the amount of rainfall will be really tremendous, in addition to the fact we've got winds. So our biggest concern in North Carolina and where we are in South Carolina is the fact that we are going to see very strong winds, very heavy rain, and prolonged amounts of rain and wind. We could see tropical storm force winds, which for us, greater than 39 miles an hour, gusts maybe in the 50s. For maybe a 12-hour time period, especially on Saturday. So we're a little bit nervous about the flooding potential and the fact that the winds, when the tree systems the roots are weakened, we have trees falling on power lines, and power outages could be a real issue here as well. So for the folks who stayed, some evacuated, some stayed, but for the ones who stayed, unfortunately, a lot of them will probably have to do without power for most of the weekend.
I mean, a lot of people watching around the world will wonder why people do stay in situations like this.
I'll be honest with you, we're kind of a tough soul, if you will. A lot of the folks who grew up here have been through hurricanes before, and they weathered hurricanes before. And I think a lot of them have the opinion that I can do it again. But as we know, every hurricane is different. Each one has its own personality, and you can't compare one that happened 29 years ago, Hurricane Hugo, with the one that's about to happen here with Hurricane Florence. So. And then we have a lot of new people that move to our area. We're an area where a lot of retirees come, and they may be coming from places where they don't have hurricanes. Maybe they got tornadoes and they've got snowstorms and blizzards, but they don't have hurricanes. So they're not quite sure what to do. They're still trying to feel their way around.
So what kind of preparations are people making, both the ones that are leaving and the ones that are going to try and sit it out?
Well, the ones who are leaving, they've packed up their evacuation kit and they've hit the roads. We have a main interstate coming into Charleston, Interstate 26, which goes all the way from Charleston to the upstate of South Carolina, and they reversed that. In other words, nobody could come into the city. Everybody was going out. They've done that for about a day and a half now to let people have an opportunity to get out and not have to deal with traffic. For the ones who are staying, all of our supermarkets, pretty much the bread and the milk, gone off the shelves. Batteries are gone. Flashlights are gone. Gas is gone. It's very difficult to find gas around here because all the gas stations are out of gas because people gassed up to get out of town.
I know you say that it's difficult, or we shouldn't compare storms to one another, but obviously this is being compared to the last one, which is more than 25 years ago. What makes this so ferocious? What makes it different? And what damage are you worried about?
Well, definitely the fact that it's going to be a long duration event. I was here for Hurricane Hugo in 1989 at this TV station in Charleston, which took a direct hit from Hugo. And Hugo was devastating. It did a tremendous amount of damage, and it was very depressing to see some beautiful places destroyed. But it came in and it went out very quickly, so we didn't have to deal with it for a day. This one, the personality of Florence is once it makes landfall, it is going to slow down. The steering currents are going to kind of leave it behind. So when it's meandering, now you're looking at flooding. And we've had several years at different times where we've had our rivers and streams overflowing. We're called the low country of South Carolina for one reason. We're very low. Parts of our city only 7 feet above sea level. And when we get a tide during a new or a full moon phase, many times it's 7 feet. So you're inherently going to have some water in the streets anyway, and that's on a beautiful sunny day. Now you throw a lot of rain on top of that, and it's tough to get around. Cars stall out. People have floods, water in their homes. And downtown, our business district also has to suffer through that as well.
All right, Rob Fowler, do stay safe, and we do appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.